So I've just finished work. Good day. Just done my couple of updates. Oh yeah, this is my room. I've shown you my room, right? That's all my dirty laundry I need to do tomorrow. Because I'm a tramp and I do laundry like once a month. Mate, $4 a month is pricey, you know? Yeah. Okay, so a couple of things. Firstly, I noticed that just labouring all day, being physical, makes me feel just better, more confident, probably more assertive, and just, yeah, better in general. That's me. Yeah, and yeah, I just feel better. No shit, right? But you know, when I'm in my room and I'm like unemployed or I'm not labouring, even if I'm going to the gym, but if I'm not, you know, occupied, I feel guilty. I feel lethargic. I feel solemn. It's just not good at all. But yeah, just doing this exercise, I just feel in much better spirits, much higher spirits. And it reminds me of when I was cycling last summer, because like I'd cycle however many kilometres, set my tent up, and I'd be like, felt like, yeah, I've worked today, you know. Felt like, yeah, it's been a solid day. And while I was cycling, I was seeing sights and going through villages or towns or whatever, or just going down canal paths, whatever. It was good. So yeah, it reminds me of that. And I also thought today, like, how I would never think that I would see myself doing this sort of work. Because it made me laugh today when we were all mulching and digging and whatever, and when the utes backed up and were playing the radio. It wasn't even the radio, thank God. Some guy had his Bluetooth, Zach, had his Bluetooth up to the on the car. I was just blasting music. And I just thought, you know, I passed so many people, like construction workers, who had been doing this. They were playing the radio, playing music, and just working. And I don't know if I ever saw myself as above that. Maybe I did it a long time ago. Thought, oh, I'd never do that work. But I just never saw myself doing that. I just always saw myself, I don't know, in an office, I guess. And then, yeah, I never saw myself, well, recently, like before coming to Australia, I didn't see myself as above doing physical work, above, you know, too smart for that. Because I knew that I wanted to at least give it a go. That's why, you know, I got into sales, because it was something new. And I knew I wanted to give physical labouring a go, because I believed that it was fulfilling. You know, moving your body and working was fulfilling. Fortunately, I didn't have the arrogance and the ignorance as well, but fortunately I didn't have the arrogance and the uptightness to say, oh no, I'm too good for physical labour, I won't do physical labour, because then I wouldn't be in this job. Fortunately, I'm not going to say humility, I'm going to say the openness, you know, the liberalness, the openness to do this. Fortunately, I had the openness to do this and say, yeah, I'll give physical labour a go. And so far, I'm fucking glad I have given it a go, you know. Okay, that's that. I think that's all I wanted to say about that. I've just spoken to a guy called Steve. I went to a charity shop to get a cap for when it's sunny. And what a fella, what an interesting guy. Came in, started talking to the lady. Oh, I'm Steve, you know, what's your name? And she went, oh, Eliza. Oh, Eliza, I remember you, you know. She went, oh. And he started saying whatever else, and then I was just flicking through the t-shirts when she went out to do something or fetch something for him. And he went, I'm Steve. And I just turned around and he went, and I went, well, nice to meet you, Steve. And he went, what's your name? And I went, Luke. And he says, oh, nice to see you again, Luke. And I says, yeah, nice to see you again, Steve. And then he went, yeah, I hadn't seen you in a while. And I says, oh no, it's been a while, Steve. And this guy's he's a big guy. He's wearing all his high vis and stuff. And he's saying, he's in his like, got to be in his 50s. And he said, "Oh, it's been, how you been?" "Yeah, I've been alright, Steve. How about you, mate?" And he's like, "Yeah, alright, And what else did he do? And then he got out some electrical equipment. He started talking about how it's for a PS3 and a PS4. He's like, "Oh yeah, I use this for me PS3." I was like, "Oh, that's good, Steve. That's good." And then he went, "Aaron, is it?" I went, "What?" He went, "Aaron." I said, "No, Luke." He went, "Oh, Luke, yeah. Nice to see you again, Luke." I said, "Yeah, nice to see you too again, Steve." And then I went back to flicking through my stuff, and then I heard my name referenced a few times when he was talking to the lady again, the shop assistant. He's like, "Oh, I was telling Luke here about this electrical equipment." And he said some more shit, and he'll probably come back to me. But the best bit was when I left the shop, I was getting my bike. Oh yeah, that was it. As other people coming in, just random customers, it was saying, "Oh, I'm Steve," and they'd be like, "Oh, okay." One of them would be like, "Oh yeah, okay." Or they didn't say anything. I was like, "Oh, what's your name?" And they say, "Oh, Michelle." They went, "Oh, nice to see you again, Michelle." And Michelle would be like, "Yeah." Did I fuck it? I think I fucked that up. Yeah, Michelle would be like, and he was doing this to every customer coming in. Bloody brilliant. And then, yeah, when I went outside, my bike was locked up, so I was unlocking my bike. Steve came out, I think he was going, and I just said, "Oh, yeah, nice to see you, Steve." I said, "Have a good one, Steve." And he mumbled something. He went, "Did you see that guy harassing me? Did you see that guy harassing me?" I went, "What?" He says, that guy harassing me. I was like, "Oh, right." And he went, "Well, you know what? If you see him again, you tell him I'll call the cops." I went, "Oh, okay, Steve." And then he says, No. This is a. He says, "If you see him, tell him," and this is what he did. He says, if you see him, tell him I'll call the Undertaker." I went, "All right, Steve, I'm all in, mate. You have a good one." I cycled off. I just started pissing myself. Bloody brilliant. Fantastic. So yeah, that was that. And yeah, I noticed that now I'm physically labouring, and I guess I'm not really feeling as much guilt, and I'm actually able to laugh a bit more. Like I actually laughed after that encounter with Steve. Without, I don't know, it's just, yeah. We're when we're doing things, even though in our mind we might not be thinking anything or whatever, we are constituted differently. We are affected by what we're doing, even though our thoughts might be. If our thoughts are non-existent, our mood. It's our mood. What we do, it affects our mood. Circumstances affects our mood greatly. And as a man thinketh would say, we don't. Our environment molds to our thoughts, and our thoughts mold to our environment, or whatever. They affect each other. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got to say, boy.